How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another episode of Theme Park Shark Live. I'm your host, of course, Dustin. First and foremost, it's great to have you guys here. Welcome back to another Saturday night live stream. Wow. First of all, what a week this has been in the theme park community. Let me just quickly run down some of the things that have gone on this week, just to get you guys quickly recapped on everything that has happened literally since our last live stream last Saturday. Super amazing. Disney has a new CEO. The Jungle Cruise riverboat sank at Disney World. Tokyo Disney Resort has closed for the last, or is going to close for at least 2 weeks due to coronavirus. The People Mover crashed at Disney World. We saw inside the Jason Bourne Stuntacular, which is the brand new Universal Studios Florida show. We saw inside Secret Life of Pets because the doors were actually open during one point in construction. We saw inside Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We had a brand new parade debut at Disneyland called Magic Happens. May 26th is the official beginning of the Spaceship Earth reimagining. We just got that announced. Jurassic World 3 began filming. Fossil on Orlando's City Walk officially closed. Steven Spielberg stepped away from directing Indiana Jones, and a special Horror Nights panel was announced for Universal's upcoming convention, Peacock Live. And all of that was announced just in the last 7 days. So a crazy week, and I'm so glad that you guys are here to talk about all this with me. We have so much to talk about. We have so much to dive into, obviously, as I just went through. First and foremost, if you are here, thank you so much for being here again. I can't tell you how much I do appreciate when you guys come in here, spend your Saturdays with me. We're going to be doing this for at least an hour today. We have a long episode, obviously, to dive into. So with that said, I just gave you guys a pretty good rundown on all of the topics that we could potentially dive into today. So I am looking at your questions. You guys know the drill. You guys know how Theme Park Shark Live works. I don't know how that live got all the way over there. Hold on. You guys know how Theme Park Shark Live works. You guys ask the questions, I answer your questions, and together we kind of create this show. So I'm going to start checking out the questions right now. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Hello. Jay Vasson 86. Hello. Thanos. Hello. Sam Ricky. Hello. Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway. Yeah, that's right out the gate. That's pretty much a big topic. Let me see what I can find for you guys on that level. Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, if you guys don't know, is the brand new attraction opening up at Hollywood Studios. It's going to be at Disney World. It's Mickey Mouse's first official attraction at Disneyland, so that's exciting. I don't have the footage right here for you guys just yet, but maybe throughout the live stream I'll go ahead and try to pull that up. So yeah, that officially, we got an inside look at that. If you guys haven't seen it yet on the channel, we have it posted. It's literally our last video upload. Disney released themselves officially about a 20 to 30 second look inside the ride. So that was super exciting. I'm super glad that happened. I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts. I heard some of you guys in the comments kind of saying that you didn't like the animatronics. You kind of thought they were a little awkward looking. Totally understand where you guys were coming from. I think that was a very, probably a very fair thing to say, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We still have to wait kind of obviously until the ride opens to make a true decision. At least that's what I'm trying to do before I just say like, wow, that animatronic looked weird. I'm kind of waiting until the ride opens until I can make an official true decision whether I liked that ride or not. So howdy, Johan 8, good to see you. Ricky Rivera said, what's up, Dustin? What's up, Ricky? Good to see you. Julian, always good to see you. Thank you so much for coming back into Theme Park Shark Live. It's always great to see you here. You are so far through 3 episodes been one of our most loyal viewers, so definitely always appreciate when you come in here. What do I think about the new Magic Happens parade? That's a fantastic question. It's a interesting parade. I haven't had the chance to see it yet in person. I don't know if you guys know this, but Disneyland was absolute madness today. Universal Studios too. Most of the rides at Universal Studios today was holding a wait time of over 60 minutes. So a very busy day at both parks today. But what do I think? I haven't seen it yet in person, so I'm still kind of waiting to absolutely come up with my decision. But based upon point of view videos and things that I've seen posted online, I think it's a fun parade. It seems fun. They pretty much cover all of the, cool Disney movies of the last 10, 15 years. So could be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see that parade in person, and that's pretty much what I'm waiting on at this point, is to see that parade in person. So I do have the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway footage here for you guys, so I would like to dive into that just very quickly. Let's see what we got here. You guys let me know what you think about this footage. I'm curious. So the line will never be that short anytime soon. But here's the main ride footage. This is what's been released so far, and what I've noticed from you guys is that the animatronics that were just off in this scene off to the right, those are the animatronics that a lot of you guys are saying looked kind of funky. Totally understand where you're coming from. It wasn't the best looking animatronics. But if I had to also critique this scene right here, I don't know if you guys can notice this. Right above Goofy, the line kind of cuts off, and it doesn't look like it completely fills that arc. It looks kind of weird to be a window because you can tell it's a straightaway screen. I don't like that. I'm hoping that this is just a bad vantage point or just something looks weird on camera and it actually does look like a full window. But from this angle, that arc looks kind of strange. So I'm hoping it won't be that bad in person. So that's the Mickey Minnie Runaway footage that we've been talking about. Toxic Waste wants a shout out. Shout out to you, Toxic Waste. Thank you so much for coming here. You've been a huge supporter of the theme park Shark pretty much everywhere. So thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate everything that you've been doing. I really appreciate it. Living with John Jr., what's up, Dustin? Loving the new vids, and these lives are fun and interactive. Well, thank you so much, John. I'm always trying to mix it up and do something different, so I appreciate it that you guys are in here. It seems like every week that we've done this, the stream has kind of grown a little bit, so that's really cool, and I'm glad to see you guys are enjoying it. I've changed up the content just a little bit over the last week or two, and you guys have been responding, and you seem to really love it, so I'm happy that you guys are enjoying the in-park vlogs and just kind of doing stuff different than outside. Like, I've been so primarily focused on doing news videos right here at my desk or even voiceover videos. So to get out in the park and do something where I feel like I'm really connected with you guys and bringing you guys along with me in the park, that's been really fun. And I'm really excited to continue that kind of content because you guys have been really enjoying it. So I will continue it as long as you keep requesting it. First and foremost, if you are in here and you haven't done it yet, please do drop a like because it does help the stream. It'll tell YouTube pretty much to keep pushing the stream. So if you are in here and you are enjoying it and you do support the Theme Park Shark, absolutely, please do leave a like on this stream. I can't tell you how much I would appreciate that. Let me keep running through the comments here. I'm going to try to get to everyone. I really am. Javier said, I made it. What's up, Javier? Great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Glad you're in here. Sam said, can we talk about the Jungle Cruise boat sinking in Disney World? Not only can we talk about it, I think we should take a look at it. Let's definitely see what we do. So this is a news segment, so check it out.
News 6's Eric Sandoval joins us now live in the newsroom. And Eric, crews had to help get everyone out safely from this.
Boy, this is how serious this was. It actually did make it to news. So check. If you guys haven't seen this footage yet, it actually is kind of it's kind of interesting. I never thought I would see this. Look at this. Look at how high that water is.
Standing on a bench
this is real.
With their feet in the water.
The Jungle Cruise boat takes on water at Magic Kingdom Walt Disney World. Look at that, guys. What would you have done if you were in that boat?
Now, Sky 6 flew over the ride earlier today. Disney said everybody got out of the boat safely, and they say that they worked with those guests individually so they can enjoy the rest of their day at the park, albeit a
That's
wet
crazy
one
to me.
at this case. Officials later reopened the ride. Right now,
so that did happen. Yeah, that definitely did happen. I don't know the severity or if it's going to ever happen again. Or how severe it was for the people that were actually in that boat. I saw them having to evacuate, and it looked like the water actually did get like waist deep. So that's interesting, and I honestly don't know how it happened yet. I'm still waiting to get official word on how it happened. But man, the fact that it did happen is very strange, isn't it? Toxic Waste is asking me for an Orlando video. I don't live in Orlando. I live in Hollywood. So making Orlando videos won't be too easy, but when I do get out to Orlando, I will make plenty of Orlando videos for you. Carlos Gonzalez, am I going to Universal Studios Peacock Live? Absolutely. I'm going to the first day, not the second day. I've heard there's some really cool things happening specifically on the first day. So I didn't want to spend too much on those tickets, and I wanted to only go on the first day. So yes, I will be there. Carlos, will you be there? Let me know. This is obviously talking about the Jungle Cruise sinking, I assume. And yes, it did happen. It happened literally this week. So the running joke has been Disney changed CEOs, obviously, from Bob to Bob, Iger to Chapek. So, yeah, it's kind of been a rough start for the new CEO between not only the Jungle Boat cruise sinking, but also a crash at People Mover. So, very strange first week at Disney, and I hope that's not a sign of what's to come. Yes, Random Daily, absolutely. Goodbye and good luck at your funeral. I'm so sorry for your loss. If there's anything I can do for you, like I said, please do reach out, and I'm always here for you guys, especially you. So, yeah. You are in my thoughts today for sure. Alan Ramirez, do you think there will be new dinosaurs on Jurassic World, the ride? I do. Not only is there going to be new dinosaurs at the top, which is going to be the new Indominus Rex, keep your eyes on Predator Cove. Predator Cove went through many changes during its creation, and I think it's safe to say that something might also change in Predator Cove. I'm not going to go on record just yet saying that we're going to get maybe a few new dinosaurs in there, but I do think there's going to be some changes in there. So definitely keep that in mind. Living with John Jr. is asking me if I know if there's still tickets available for Peacock Live and that you're interested in going. As far as I know, there are. I haven't looked into it in the last week, I would say. But when I looked just over a week ago, there were still tickets. I'm sure there's plenty of tickets. Definitely check into it if you can. Julian says, me and my friends are currently at Disneyland waiting in line for our Rise of Resistance boarding group, and the queue line is so amazing. Well, first of all, thank you so much for being in the live stream while you're about to do Rise of Resistance. That's incredible. Have a great time at Rise. Come back and let me know what you think. I'm curious to know what you think about Rise of Resistance. It's an incredible attraction. Let me read here. Noel. It would be nice to make a new Men in Black ride with new aliens and new 3D glasses. Hey, you never know what Universal is going to do. I think Men in Black is a great attraction, and over time, it's probably going to need sprucing up of some sort. And I don't think the answer is taking that attraction away because the Men in Black property is pretty big. The reboot didn't work out as so well as the originals, but hey, I hope that attraction doesn't go. I'm right with you. And if they do anything, I hope it's a spruce job instead of getting rid of it. I completely agree. Let's see what else you guys are talking about. So I do want to run through this with you guys. This is another video that I would like to show you guys. This is an inside look from the Today Show, where they went inside the Jason Bourne Stuntacular at Universal Studios, which is the brand new show coming to Universal Studios Florida, all based on Jason Bourne, as I'm sure you guys know. It seems pretty crazy. So let me pause this, and I'll try to come up to the point where they start showing some scenes. This is where they started showing her not only some of the stunts that are going to be in this show at Universal Studios, but they also actually showed her some of the staging. If we kind of fast forward here a little bit, you will actually see some of the real stage elements. Like, look at this. This is an actual scene from the show here. So I'm curious to know what you guys think about. Oops, sorry about that. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this scene right here. This is literally going to be on stage at the Jason Bourne Stuntacular. For me personally, I haven't been so crazy about this look. I just don't think it looks realistic to have 40 or 50 people kind of standing around like this while two people in the middle fight. At least it does truly look like they're on stage with these characters. But man, it's such an awkward scene. Like, just watch this play out. It looks really bizarre. But I'm hoping it does look better in person. I don't know. I'm curious to know what you guys think about that. I'll go back to the actual shot again. This is the shot that you will see on stage. That's a TV behind the two live actors. So I don't know. This is what we're going to be getting with the Jason Bourne Stuntacular. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this specific scene right here. Do you think this looks real? Do you think this looks cheesy? For me personally, I'm not crazy about this aesthetic, but hey, the show might surprise us. We already know what happens during the finale. We saw it on my channel on the video we posted that it literally blew out the doors of the exit gift shop. It's so intense. So maybe the show will surprise us. I think it's going to be good. Sam said, I like it. I like the scene. Awesome. So there are some of you that do like it. Like the Boy Scout here. It looks cool. Yeah, so Marissa wants to know, is that UFC? No, it's not UFC. It's the Jason Bourne Stuntacular. Let's see. Toxic Waste wants to know, why did they get rid of Back to the Future and Universal Original Monsters? Well, Back to the Future was taken out pretty much specifically for the fact that the ride wasn't making sense anymore. You were traveling to the future, and you were traveling to 2015 where it had flying cars. So not only was the actual intellectual property of Back to the Future aging and not so much interesting as in Universal's eyes to the general public, but the ride wasn't making much sense anymore, especially if it was 2016, 2017, 2018 in real life, and the ride's telling us we're traveling to the future, which is 2015. It just didn't make sense from a continuity standpoint, and they could have changed it. They could have moved the years forward, obviously, but they didn't go that route. Yeah, Melanie said that's almost Fast and Furious cheesy. So if you guys want to know what she's talking about, she's still talking about the Jason Bourne Stuntacular scene, which is right here. And to be honest, Melanie, I completely agree with you. The first time I ever saw this scene and saw this video from the Today Show, I actually texted one of my friends, Jake, and I told him that this scene in particular really reminded me of Supercharged. I told him that it reminded me of the Supercharged pre-show. So I think you're onto something. I think there's like a filming style or just something that Universal personally does that has like a Supercharged look. So I agree with you. I actually did say that myself. So you're not far off on that one at all. Julian wants to know if I think the Terror Tram will be at HHN 2020 after it wasn't at the 2019 version. I think that's a great question. I think that's on top of everyone's mind. I think if Universal moves on with how they did last year, I don't think the odds are looking good for Terror Tram, but I haven't kept up on that too much. I haven't really tried to get leaks or try to get information on our upcoming Horror Nights. I've kind of strayed away. So it could come back. I'm going to lean towards no at this point, just personally, but you never know. I think that's kind of up in the air at this point. Johan wants to know if Jason Bourne is going to be worse than the Fast and Furious attraction. If it's worse than the Fast and Furious attraction, that's going to be a really tough thing to accomplish. If you guys don't know, Fast and Furious Supercharged in Orlando gets a lot of rough criticism. So some of it might be warranted, some of it might not be. But if this show was worse than that, that wouldn't be too good for Universal. That's not what they're looking for right now. Sam wants to know if we can talk about Secret Life of Pets off the leash. Absolutely. Let's please talk about that. Before we do, though, I see there's now 36 of you or more in here. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us on this Saturday night live stream. If this is your first time, this is Theme Park Shark Live. We do this every Saturday night now. This is our third episode, and we have a great time. We talk about theme parks. So I really do appreciate you guys being in here. And if you haven't already, please do drop a like on the stream. It helps the stream. It gets more people in here, and it creates more conversation, obviously, for you guys, too. So it helps all of us if you guys drop a like on the stream. So can we talk about Secret Life of Pets off the leash? Absolutely. If you guys have specific questions about Secret Life of Pets that I haven't addressed, or you noticed I haven't answered in a vlog and it's personally been kind of eating at you or something that you've wanted to know, definitely leave it in the comments right now. But the first thing that I will tell you guys that not many people know is that team members are going to be on this attraction soon. And the big bomb is that some team members have already ridden the attraction. So the ride is ready. There's some aspects like the gift shop and things internally that aren't ready. But as far as the ride's completely ready. It's time. It's time to get on this attraction. And team members at Universal Studios will be given the opportunity to ride this attraction within the next 5 or 6 days. Yeah, a roller coaster support was spotted in a open door facade of Secret Life of Pets. I was actually one of the people that spotted that. I didn't report on it because a door was open that I thought shouldn't be open. I also saw the interior to the lobby during a time when I thought the door potentially shouldn't have been open. So I tend to not report on those things. I try to only report on things that are obviously changed or obviously okay from the park. I report on speculation, but I don't report on things where we potentially saw something that we shouldn't have saw. But the fact that you are talking about it and that you're talking about a roller coaster support was spotted, I don't know if it's necessarily a roller coaster support, but it was a thick beam, and it's I think it's it's what we expected for this ride system. So don't look too much into this being a more intense attraction because you saw that support beam through that door. I think that would be a really bad thing to assume because this attraction won't be anything like a roller coaster, if that makes sense. Next question. Is there any sort of drop or surprise thrill aspect of Secret Life of Pets, even if it's minimal? I think a surprise thrill aspect should be kept just that until the attraction opens. But as far as a major drop, no, there's no major drop. I hope that answers your question. But as far as any extra surprises, let's keep that a surprise. Let's see what else you guys are asking. Johan said they need to bring back Earthquake. We have Earthquake in Hollywood, kind of on the tram. That's basically our Earthquake. But I know what you mean. You guys in Orlando definitely do probably need it back soon. I don't know. It would probably be better than Supercharged. I agree. Toxic Waste wants to know about the facades in the section of the new Pets Place Street, which is just in front of Secret Life of Pets. The facades are beautiful. There's so many details. Literally, you can walk into the window of the preschool, which I showed in my vlog, and they have all the cubbies for the students that are there. They have Liam's jacket. They have Liam's backpack. They have Liam's shoes. It's an incredibly detailed facade all the way across. All of the stores are pulled directly from the movie, and across the way, they have the sticker and shout to T2 3D. It says protected by Cyberdyne in the corner of a bike shop. So that's like their security system is Cyberdyne. It's amazing. I love that Universal Studios finally gave a shout out to T2 3D. It's absolutely amazing, and it's just really cool to see that they're finally doing some callbacks to some of the other major attractions that have been in Hollywood. Tron wants to know if I like Legos. You have the Jurassic Park T-Rex Rampage. Not trying to brag. Well, I don't know. That kind of feels like a brag. I guess I like Legos. I don't necessarily build stuff with Legos too often, but I wouldn't say I have anything against Legos. Julian says, I wish I could meet you in Theme Park Obsession. Both of your videos are so amazing. Well, first of all, Julian, if you do ever see me in the park, absolutely come up and say hello. I try to say hello to as many of you guys as I can while I'm in the park. And Dylan from Theme Park Obsession is an absolutely fantastic guy. I'm not sure if you guys have seen our collabs. We already did a vlog together, and I guess that's all we've officially put out. But we do have some more videos in the works that haven't been released just yet. So Dylan and I are definitely working and doing things when we can. He's a great guy, like I mentioned before, and I'm excited to keep doing things with Dylan. It's been a blast on the content we've done so far. We have like a really nice chemistry on camera, and I hope to make more of those videos for you guys. They're really fun. They're definitely really fun. Let's see what you guys... Johan is really throwing shots at Supercharged here. He said anything is better than Supercharged. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into that. IKV says, I was asking that Secret Life of Pets question because of the rumors you addressed of what people saw. Oh, okay. I hope there was some odd movement at some point of the ride, like in Haunted Mansion. I think that is a safe thing to hope for. I think you're not far off by hoping for some out of the ordinary movements. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Neil said, set the record straight. The best form of butterbeer, hot, frozen, or regular. The butterbeer that I tend to gravitate towards the most is the frozen. I honestly don't know if I've had the regular or the hot in quite some time, just because I keep getting the frozen. So I have to try the other two again before I can officially give you a official solidified comment on that. But I definitely do like the frozen. I love the frozen butterbeer. That's a really good one. What do I think is behind the black curtain at the finale of Jurassic World? Nothing. I don't think that curtain is really for much right now. But what I do think is that I'm trying to see how I can word this for you guys. There is a change coming to the Indominus Rex, and there is a change coming to the finale scene. The scene will be different than how it's been the last few months, or I guess since July when the ride officially soft opened. It's going to be a new scene. It's going to be a change in Indominus Rex, and you might get some other surprises as well. I'll leave it at that. Entertainer says, what's up, man? It's great to see you. Thank you so much for being in here. Ricky said, I saw Dylan at Knott's. That's really cool. Like you guys saw in my vlog, I went to Disneyland with Dylan a few days ago, and we had a really nice time. So that's amazing you saw Dylan. Did you go up to him and say hi, or how'd that go? If I could bring back one attraction from Universal any park and one from Disney, what would they be? My Disney attraction is really weird. Believe it or not, I would bring back a Disney attraction that not many people think about. It's a show, and the reason I want to bring it back is because I loved this actual TV show that the Disney show was based on, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I loved the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when I was growing up and watching it on TV, so the fact that Disney had a show completely geared to the TV show, and it was like an exact replica of the stage, it was just incredible. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of audience engagement. It was called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Play It. And that's probably the one attraction that I would bring back at Disney. Kind of a funny one, I know. It's not something a lot of people would say because there's so many better probably picks that you could make. It's just for me personally, I always wanted to sit in the hot seat and be a contestant on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So that was really cool. And then for Universal Studios, very easy choice, very easy pick. I would want to bring back Back to the Future. Absolutely. But revamp it. Back to the Future in like a really intense, maybe even a roller coaster Mummy style where you literally feel like you're going 88 miles per hour and there's physical effects like fog and maybe like a physical clock tower set, and just make it incredible. That would be my goal. even like a physical like lift of the DeLorean where you feel like it's the tires are changing and you're starting to fly. Incredible. That would be amazing. Dylan is here. Hey, Dylan. Good to see you. Dylan said Frozen. I love Frozen too. I'm assuming you're talking about on the butterbeer. Yes, Frozen is my call as well. That's amazing. Living with John Jr. wants to know what food and drinks I've tried at Galaxy's Edge that stood out to me. Hey, Jay, thank you for donating the $2 super chat. Really appreciate it, Jay. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I would say I tried the Outer Rim margarita when I was there with Dylan. That was at Oga's Cantina. That was pretty good. I wasn't crazy about blue milk. I only had blue milk at the cantina so far, so it's a little different consistency. Wasn't too crazy about it. But Ronto wraps aren't bad. I don't mind Ronto wraps, and I would like to eat again in the restaurant that's inside Galaxy's Edge. I've only had food there once. I ordered a kid's meal. I can't remember what it was. It might have been some like grilled chicken. It was a while ago. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't anything crazy, but wasn't bad at all. Let me keep checking your questions. Melanie saying hey to Dylan too. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Paula Henry, hello. Good to see you. Entertainer, what are my thoughts on the rumors of Pixar Pier coming to Hollywood Studios along with an indoor version of Radiator Springs? I'm not going to address what I haven't looked into too much, so hopefully you guys respect that honesty. I haven't looked into too much of what Hollywood Studios is. I did hear the rumors, though, of the Pixar Pier transition happening. Pixar Pier. But yeah, I don't address what I haven't looked into because I like to keep everything as factual as possible here. So hopefully you do respect that. Do I think they'll eventually ever reboot Back to the Future? So I am a huge Back to the Future fan. I keep up on, the writers, the executives, like everyone that was a part of Back to the Future. And the running thing that they all say is that the trilogy will never be rebooted while they are all alive. They completely hold all of the rights. They want that trilogy to be just done, kaput. They don't want it to ever come back. They think it's amazing how it is. They don't want to see it ruined by a Hollywood reboot. So while they are alive, I don't see it happening. So we probably won't see it for another 20 or 30 years, I would assume. If we ever do. We might not. But it's on, there is a Back to the Future musical right now that's playing in the United Kingdom. And that actually looks like a lot of fun. I wasn't sure how I would like that, but I've seen some of the stills come out, some of the photos, and I've seen some of the people talk about it. And it seems incredible. It seems like a really fun musical. Ricardo said Disney versus Universal. The answer to that question is always both. You can't choose one when it comes to theme parks. You got to be a fan of both. We just have to appreciate greatness, and they are both great. Sam said he just watched JP Land's video and caught video of the ride beam inside Secret Life Pets Off the Leash. What do you think about that? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I addressed it a little earlier. It's just a support beam for the ride system. It's nothing that should make you guys think that this ride is going to be some super thrilling attraction. I saw that ride beam myself while I was there, but like I said, I didn't report on it because I don't like to report on things that I'm not sure if we're supposed to be seeing. It looked like that door was left accidentally open, so I tend to not report on those kind of things. But yeah, I wouldn't look too much into that beam if I were you guys. Dylan saying hi. Great to see you, dude. Glad you're in here. Sorry if you commented that a while ago and I'm just getting to it. I'm still scrolling through. I'm behind. I'm definitely behind. Let's see what else you guys are talking about. What is my favorite ride at Universal Studios? Yours is King Kong. Okay, so yours is a Universal Studios Florida attraction. Obviously, I assume you're not talking about the old tram attraction here or even King Kong 360 3D here, assuming you're talking about the full ride. So my favorite ride there is either Escape from Gringotts or Hagrid's Magical Motorbike Adventure, Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, whatever. It's a long name, but the Hagrid coaster is so fun. That's a fantastic coaster. I love that one. It's a lot of fun. I've only been on it once, so I've said this a few times. I don't know if it's skewing my view because I've only been on it once, but the one time I went on it, so fun, so incredible, so amazing. Julian said, you think that Disney California Adventure should keep soaring over California and soaring around the world only belongs at Disney World? It's funny because the word world is in Disney World, so keep it there. And Epcot's basically a trip around the world. It makes a lot of sense. You're not the only one that has this sentiment. I think a lot of people feel this way. Me personally, completely agree with you. I would love to see California stick around primarily. The good thing is that Disneyland tends to bring back California pretty frequently. It's actually happening right now. Soarin' Over California is back. So it's not like when they take it away, it's gone forever. That's the good thing. So hopefully if they do keep bringing back around the world, they at least keep bringing back California as well, and they just keep alternating. That's my hope. But I do agree with you that it would be cool if they just kind of left it California. I agree with you. Melanie wants to know if we could chat about the interactive gameplay and wristbands planned for Super Nintendo Land. Yeah, so it's really cool what they're doing. There's rumors that there's actually going to be some sort of camera system that potentially will be mounted over on these blocks as well. A lot of people aren't talking about this, but this is essentially going to be used to kind of verify that people aren't gaming the system. As far as we know right now, there's going to be these power-up bands that we wear. And then there's like blocks and different interactive elements throughout Super Nintendo World that we can kind of go up to and punch or just kind of do like just different things that interact with those elements. Every element is different. You have to interact with every element in a different way. But they all link right back to your app that Super Nintendo World's going to have. It's like a complete game. The whole land is just a game. And as long as you have that power-up band, you're going to be able to get points that go transfer to your app. So yeah, the unique thing that I was saying is there's going to be a way that Universal, just beyond having a band, they're going to be using some sort of visual system to verify that you do, in fact, have a band and you're not using some sort of, I don't know, like knockoff band or like whatever technology is inside the band. You didn't just like find a way to get a hold of that without getting a band and, doing it. So it's interesting. There's going to be some sort of visual verification system, which I think is kind of interesting. Let's see what else you guys are talking about. So yeah, guys, I'm excited for Secret Life of Pets. I think the best thing about Secret Life of Pets is just going to be what it represents for the park. It's finally the big time animatronic filled dark ride that this park has desperately needed ever since the closure of ET. This has been a very simulator friendly park. So the fact that we are here again and we are at this point is very impressive. So I'm very happy about that. I'm happy we're finally at the point where we're going to be having a animatronic-filled dark ride at Universal Studios Hollywood. And like I said, guys, don't be too surprised if we are able to get on that ride sometime soon. Don't be surprised. Julian again wants to know, thank you so much for your questions, Julian. You always have really great questions. Have I done the lightsaber and droid experience at Galaxy's Edge? I actually, this is terrible. I'm the theme park shark, and I haven't done either of them. I think I want to do the lightsaber experience first. It's obviously a $200 experience, so I have to save up for that one if I want to do it. But I think it's like a rite of passage at this point. I have to go and do the lightsaber experience. So hopefully at some point soon, I will go to Disneyland. I will go inside Galaxy's Edge, and I will get probably a blue lightsaber. That's my guess at this point. That's what I'm thinking. What color would you guys get, or have you gotten if you went and got a lightsaber? I know you can change it out with the crystals, but what was your initial color choice if you got a lightsaber? I'm curious what you guys have done. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Sean says, what's my thought on the new paint they're putting on the Walt Disney World castle? So if you guys aren't aware of that, there is a transformation, a golden transformation to the Magic Kingdom castle that looks like it's happening. I don't have a negative opinion on it. I just think it'll probably spruce it up. It obviously looks a little shinier. It looks very like gold, pristine. It's a very gold and pristine look is the best way to put it. So, I mean, I'm excited for it. It's not going to be a monstrous change in the fact like, oh, what are they doing? So, not too big of a strong opinion either way there, I would say. Marissa said it's crazy that Tokyo Disney is being closed for 2 weeks. I absolutely agree with you. That is insane. I'm glad that they are taking precaution with the coronavirus. Hopefully, we're not affected too much in the United States. Walt Disney World could obviously close. Disneyland could obviously close. Universal Studios Hollywood and Universal Studios Florida could all potentially close if the coronavirus makes an impact here in the States the way that it's made an impact in other places. Hopefully, it doesn't. Keep it in mind. Do what you can yourself to stay safe. Wash your hands. Stay indoors as much as you can. Hopefully, it doesn't become a big deal in the States. I don't want to see that happen here. But as I said, please, guys, do what you can to stay safe. Great question. Alan Ramirez wants to know, when do I think Jurassic World, the ride, will open? So, to be honest with you, it's not a when do I think. I will tell you when it would open. It's not an exact date. But expect this ride to open probably in the 3rd to 4th week of March, running into the 1st, 2nd week of April. So give me a 3-week window around the last week of March, the last 10 days, running into the first 10 days of April. That's a really good 20-day window for you guys of when this attraction will be back. That's my guess, but it's a very educated and balanced guess. Yeah, Jesus is saying Universal Japan has closed as well due to the coronavirus. Yeah, like we were saying before, it's a scary thing, and hopefully it doesn't get too crazy. We definitely don't want to see that here in the States. So, yeah. Just curious, but did you go to Universal Studios Singapore? I haven't gone yet, but it was on my radar for a summer trip. But like we've been talking about, the coronavirus is putting a dent in so many plans that I've had for the summer that I'm hoping things get under control here the next few months so that I can have a safe summer trip to all of the parks over there across the sea. So I do have a trip planned where I do want to go. It's just potentially, I don't know what's going to happen right now just yet. Hopefully I still get to go on that trip. That's the goal. What do I think the ride system for the Jurassic World Dark Ride in Beijing is? They are dubbing it the main draw for the park. I didn't know, actually, Entertainer, believe it or not, that they were dubbing it the main draw for the park. But we have really good reason to believe that it's a ride system similar to Transformers, literally the same, like Spider-Man, they call it the Scoop, a very similar ride system to that, but Jurassic World theme. So gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. Chris Clark, thank you so much for the super chat. That is incredible. I'm so thankful for your support. That's amazing. Thank you so much for your super chat. If you guys do send super chats, like obviously you don't have to, but if you do, please do leave a question with it or some kind of comment that I can read for you guys, because if you send a super chat, I definitely want to be sure to read your question or your comment to everyone. So again, Chris Clark, thank you so much for that super chat. That's incredible. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Sean said, did I see the new Magic Happens parade? What are my thoughts? Personally, love that Todrick Hall did so well. Yeah, so Todrick Hall, obviously, if you guys don't know, was in charge kind of, I guess, of the music aspects of the parade, right? I haven't seen it yet in person, but I have seen video, and it looks really fun. I'm not sure if you guys saw as well, but if you guys do watch Five Fires, which is the Cali Bay on Instagram, another good friend of mine, he was featured in the B-roll and reaction video for that, like where they went around and interviewed all of the audience members that got to experience the parade. He was in it. That was so amazing. So I haven't seen the parade yet in person, but it's definitely on my radar to try and go see that parade very soon. From video, it looks like a fun and very nice daytime parade. I'm excited about it. Let's see. So Marissa said, you're planning on going to Tokyo in October, and you're hoping everything will be safe by then. Absolutely. I hope everything will be safe as well. And I do hope that you have a good trip in October. I'm going to put it into the atmosphere right now that everything will be okay and you'll be able to go on your trip in October. So have a great trip. What is my favorite ride soundtrack at Disney and Universal? So my favorite ride soundtrack at Disney is Soarin'. I absolutely love the theme song to Soarin'. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but I actually use it quite a bit in the outro to my videos. I love that soundtrack. I think it's incredible. At Universal, kind of hit or miss. Jurassic World / Jurassic Park, can't go wrong. But believe it or not, my favorite music at Universal Studios isn't on a ride. It is actually the entrance music to Islands of Adventure in Universal Studios Florida. And that is another song that I use pretty frequently in the intros of my videos. So if you guys haven't noticed, I do use the intro music from Islands of Adventure in my intro videos. So yeah, I love that song so much. Toxic Waste said good night. Good night. Thank you so much, Toxic, for coming here. So glad that you came into another Saturday Night Live. Kevin just subscribed too. So Kevin, thank you so much for your subscription. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Again, FaZe Sandoval is asking, when is Jurassic World going to reopen at Universal Studios Hollywood? It's going to reopen around the end of May. I'm sorry, not the end of May. The end of March to early April. Within that 2-week span from the end of March to early April, that's when to expect it reopening. That's the goal, but we don't know what's going to happen as far as construction, if things get delayed, things like that. But that is the goal. That is what I'm hearing the park wants to do. Julian said, you just got done making a video about the lightsaber experience with your friends. We all got blue-colored sabers. Amazing. That's exactly the same color saber that I want to make. So I definitely, if you have pictures of it or anything, definitely send through. I want to see your saber. That's awesome that you made a video. Oh, send me the link to your video if you upload it. I'm not sure if you're going to upload it, but if you do, send me a video. I want to see you guys make that saber. That's awesome. Dylan, I thought I was watching this week's stream the entire time. Nope, it was last week. Come on, Dylan. You got That's okay. Thankfully, you're here now, Dylan. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're in here and chatting with us. Dylan's a good friend of mine, if you guys don't know, so that's why I'm messing with him. But I'm glad you're in here, Dylan. Which coaster am I most looking forward to this year? I don't know if I'm necessarily most looking forward to it. You guys might have to kind of shock my memory and kind of remind me if there's a coaster I'm forgetting, because there might be one I'm forgetting. Iron Gwazi seems cool. I was kind of excited for West Coast Racers here at Magic Mountain. Haven't been able to ride that coaster yet, believe it or not. But I'm sure there's coasters like at regional parks and stuff that I'm not even thinking about. I tend to kind of stray just in the Universal Studios and Disney realm, so I kind of have to think about that one a little harder. I don't think about coasters too often. I'm more of like a themed ride kind of guy. That's why I like Hagrid's. It's like coaster and themed. Faye Sandoval wants to know what my favorite, I'm assuming, theme park is of all. That's Islands of Adventure. I love Islands of Adventure in Orlando. I think it's a great park. The Boy Scout 1 wants to know what my favorite groundbreaking technology at Universal or Disney is, and either for a ride or just experience in general. One of my favorite things that Universal does is the Musion technology. If you guys don't know what the Musion technology is, that's when they get a person and essentially recreate that person through a hologram, so to say. You've seen it on Fast and Furious Supercharged, where they bring The Rock in. I'm trying to think of other attractions. They do it on Harry Potter, where you see Hermione, or on Forbidden Journey. I love the Musion technology. And for Disney, Rise of the Resistance, pretty much just across the board, is a technological feat. So, man, my answer for Disney is just Rise of the Resistance. Like, that is amazing. Yeah, so thoughts on the How to Train Your Dragon roller coaster at Epic Universe. Oh, sorry, I'm zooming in and out there. I don't have too many thoughts on it just yet. Kind of waiting for more details to come out on that one. We do know it's not the dueling coaster that we're seeing in the hub. That is a completely separate coaster. That's not the How to Train Your Dragon coaster. But I'm kind of waiting on this one. It seems to go through certain areas that seem pretty cool, but I'm waiting for more details to come out before I come up with official thoughts on that coaster. But I will say that I'm excited for it. It seems like it's going to be good. That whole land seems like it's going to probably surprise more people than it doesn't. I think that land is kind of the most under the radar world of Epic Universe, and I think it might surprise people. Melanie wants to know, with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway coming to multiple parks, will they keep the same ride layout, considering the first version is keeping the same as the Great Movie Ride? I can only assume, especially if we look at Rise of the Resistance and we try to kind of look at Disney historically, they tend to try to do that. We don't have official confirmation on whether they are going to do it, but if I had to make an educated guess just based on history and things that I've seen Disney do before, I would absolutely say that's going to be a very similar ride. Yes. My favorite queue of all time by entertainer. That's another great question. Thank you for that question. My favorite queue of all time. I think Rise of Resistance has the best queue experience, but my favorite queue to look at is Escape from Gringotts. I think the fact that they actually built Gringotts, they built the lobby, they have the massive chandelier, they have all of the goblins working on the side, and then the head goblin teller in front of the queue. You can't beat the Escape from Gringotts queue, not only from a theming but immersion level. It's absolutely incredible. Curious what your guys' favorite queue is. Let me know. What is my favorite food at Disneyland? From a snack point of view, I like the cinnamon soft pretzels. I think those are really good. I like getting ice cream on Main Street. Quick service, something to grab really quick. I actually like Bengal Barbecue now. I think Bengal Barbecue is a really good skewer place. And then if I'm eating at Downtown Disney at Disneyland, I've kind of like going to Black Tap lately. I think that's a really kind of like basic foods, but kind of still tasty. They have really crazy milkshakes. If you guys haven't seen those yet, definitely look up Black Tap milkshakes. They're insane. And then the mozzarella sticks. I tried the mozzarella sticks at Black Tap. I never expected to love mozzarella sticks, but I love their mozzarella sticks. Incredible marinara. It's so good. I would definitely recommend you guys try that one. Yeah, the cute wiggling head of Baby Groot is just adorable. Baby Groot's always wiggling as I get excited. The more Baby Groot is wiggling, the more excited I am and the more animated I'm getting. Big Poppy Danimal said I'm a snack. Well, I'm a whole dessert. I'm just kidding. That's funny, though. Have I ever been to any UK parks? No, I haven't. I haven't even been outside of the country, unfortunately, but I do want to go soon. Like I said, I have Universal Studios Japan on my radar. I have the Tokyo Disney Resort on my radar. I have so many parks on my radar overseas that I want to go to hopefully in the summer. So we'll see what happens. Julian says the elevator part of Gringotts Quay is your favorite. Absolutely, that part's amazing. I have a full POV experience from that, from the queue, the ride, literally to everything. If you haven't checked it out, I have a really good, not trying to brag, I have a really good low light video of that elevator, so you can relive it at home. It's fun. It's really good. Living with John Jr., always thankful for your questions. If I only had a choice to ride one ride for the rest of my life at both Disney and Universal, which ride would I choose? Wow, you're really putting me in a hard spot here. Okay, so man, this is tough. I'll go with Disneyland for the Disney question. I'm not going to even include California Adventure. If I could only go on one ride for the rest of my life at Disney, it's going to be Rise of the Resistance. I don't care about nostalgia. I don't care about anything else that some of the other Disneyland rides may present. I just want to go on the best attraction, and right now the best ride in the park is Rise of the Resistance. So I'm going to go on Rise of the Resistance. At Universal, I'm going to switch gears. I'm going to go to Florida, and if I can only ride one Florida attraction for the rest of my life, I'm going to go on Escape from Gringotts. I think it's the best overall experience from queue to ride in Florida, so I'm going to go on Escape from Gringotts. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but yeah. We're still on this. Sean Newcomb said I'm a whole dessert. yeah, exactly. The new Jurassic Park roller coaster will be an Intamin. Sure, that's what you meant, not intimate. Intamin launch coaster, and you're very excited. Yes, that coaster is going to Islands of Adventure as well. Just proving my point how strong of a park Islands of Adventure is. That park is incredible. It's getting literally a Jurassic Park roller coaster. So yeah, I'm totally with you. That's going to be a very fun coaster. That's going to be incredible. If you guys are in here, I just want to, again, thank you for spending your Saturday night with me. I love doing these Saturday night lives with you guys. This is Theme Park Shark Live on Saturday nights. So thank you so much for being here. I can't tell you how much I do appreciate all of you guys being in here. And if you haven't dropped a like yet on the stream, please do drop a like, because like I said earlier, it does help the stream. It tells YouTube to keep pushing the stream. It gets more people in here. It creates a bigger conversation because more people be commenting. And just can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys being in here. It means a lot to me. Braxton wants to know, what themed areas do I want to see added to Epic Universe in the future? If I could add any area to Epic Universe, and I'm going to be kind of grounded in this. I'm not just going to pick, an IP that hasn't been discussed or a topic that we've never talked about. I'm going to be grounded. I'm going to talk about things that could actually happen. And the answer is always Pokemon. Pokemon's a very safe bet for the IP that we've been kind of thinking about for the expansion plot next to Nintendo. And ironically enough, it's the IP that I want to see at Epic Universe. So just out of the luck of the draw, the IP that I actually want is the IP that is most likely for Epic Universe. So I would add Pokemon right next to Nintendo. I think it's an incredible addition. I don't know if I should upload the lightsaber experience from today, but if I do, I'll send you the link. Yeah, Julian, if you do upload it, I definitely want to see it. So please do send it to me. I would love that. Entertainer said Islands of Adventure forever. Hey, Islands of Adventure is fantastic. Islands of Adventure is such an incredible theme park. I'm not sure how many of you guys have been there. Put Islands of Adventure on your bucket list. You can go to Disney World and Disneyland anytime. Put Islands of Adventure on there. It's an incredible theme park. And it's not even the main park at Universal Studios. It's literally Universal Studios Florida's sister park. So, incredible park. Julian said the Pandora Land Animal Kingdom is so cool. You got to experience it in summer of 2017. Yes, I actually just got to experience it myself for the first time. Probably last month. Yeah, about probably 5 or 6 weeks ago. Incredible. So amazing. I was, when I walked in and saw that giant floating mountain, I was like, man, this is everything. This is incredible. So yeah, I totally agree with you. That was amazing. Marissa said you missed the McDonald's French fry stand outside Big Thunder Mountain. You're probably talking about things that I don't even think people in here remember. That French fry stand was, yeah. I honestly, I don't think people remember that. If you guys remember the French fry stand, put in the comments that you remember the French fry stand. Is there a ride or attraction I really don't like? Wow, that's a loaded question. I don't like Kung Fu Panda. At University of Hollywood, I don't like Kung Fu Panda. I don't like Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem. And I'm not crazy about the special effects show. Those are the three things at Universal Studios I'm not crazy about. Disneyland, probably some of the smaller attractions in Fantasyland I'm not crazy about. But, they're classics, so I can't really dog them. But Universal Studios Hollywood, very easy attractions I'm not crazy about. And then going to Florida, the obvious answer is Supercharged. That one lived up to the hype of not being a great attraction. No, Marissa, I didn't mean to make you feel old. I didn't mean to do that at all. You're definitely not old. Thoughts on the new Disney theme park? I'll get back to you, Julian. Thoughts on Bob? Bob replaced Bob. I think. All right. If you guys don't know what Bob Chapek is, obviously that's the new CEO that just took place at Disney. People are concerned that things might happen to the parks. Maybe there'll be some budget cutting. Who knows what's going to happen? I think for any of us to get overly critical at this point or assume that bad things are going to happen, either Disneyland or Disney World or any of the international parks, I think assuming that any of that is going to happen at this point is probably not too. It's not a safe bet. It's not the proper thing to do. So I think we should wait and see the results that are actually going to happen as time passes. And I think we'll eventually get those answers probably sooner than later. And we'll be able to make probably a better judgment on what exactly is going to happen. Yeah, I must visit. I don't know how to pronounce that in the Netherlands. Eiffeling. I've heard of the park because I always see videos from it, and I never know how to pronounce it. But I have heard people tell me I need to go there. So I am going to put that on my bucket list as well. That is on my theme park bucket list, and I do have to get out there. I agree completely. Carlos Gonzalez is going to Orlando this year and wants to know if he should do the VIP experience for Islands of Adventure. If this is your very first trip, the very first time you've ever been to Universal Studios Florida, especially Islands of Adventure, if it's your first time, go for it. I tend to tell people to go for the VIP experience if they A, have the money, and B, if it's pretty much like their first or second trip at that park. If they have the luxury of going to the park all the time, you don't need to do a VIP experience. That's usually my advice in that case. I'm going to officially start, at this point, the 10-minute countdown timer. And if you're new here, the 10-minute countdown timer is basically just the time that remains until the live stream comes to a close. So this is the final 10 minutes. This is the final. This is it. Let's get the applauses going. That's it. We got about 9:40 left, so I'm going to be answering all of your questions for the last 9 minutes and 40 seconds, and then that'll be the end of today's Theme Park Shark Live. It's been another great episode, so I do thank you guys for coming into another one. I do appreciate you're here. 28 likes. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much for liking the live stream. Let's see what other questions I'm missing. I'm curious what you guys want to see the most from the Jurassic World refurbishment at Hollywood. I put that as the pinned comment on my last vlog at Universal Studios Hollywood. I wanted to know what you guys want to see at the Jurassic World refurbishment. So if you could do one thing to the refurbishment, if it was your choice, what would you do? Would you change Predator Cove? Would you change the Indominus Rex? Would you change both? Are there other areas of the ride that you would change? I know you can't really change the tank. That's pretty much way too developed to change anything. But if there is something in the tank scene that you would change, I'd love to know what you would change. Marissa wants to know if I have any intention on visiting Nickelodeon Universe. So yes, I've talked with, I guess their PR team and people that tend to invite, media members and theme park YouTubers. And yeah, they were very nice. They were very great to me. They want me to come out there too. So whenever I can get out there, I will go to Nickelodeon Universe. That seems like a great park to go to. Tanish wants to know if I ever think Supercharged Universal Studios Florida will be replaced, or anytime soon if I think replaced. I don't think it'll be replaced anytime soon, unfortunately, just because so much money was put into it. Fast and Furious is one of the highest grossing movies in Universal Studios history. So because of those things, it's going to stay for a while. If anything, we can kind of cross our fingers and hope that we might get a revamp. There's so much space. There's so much they can do with the space. Maybe we'll get a revamp. Maybe we'll get a reimagining, a different ride. But I don't see that going anywhere, to be completely honest with you. That's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Living with John Jr. says, whoa, time really flies. Felt like the live stream just started. I know. Every time I do these live streams and I look up and I'm like, oh, wow, I've already been streaming 55 minutes. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's been another great live stream. I'm so thankful you guys are in here. So Entertainer's answering my Jurassic World question. Said he would keep the Indominus Rex, add more scenery and dinosaurs to Predator Cove, and that is all. Do you guys agree with that? Is that what you would do to Jurassic World if you were in charge of this refurbishment? Let me know. Curious to know your guys' thoughts on that. Oh, and one more. And cover the floating T-Rex. That's an interesting topic. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people realize the fact that the thing really does kind of look like it's floating. It is amazing. I agree with you completely. Faye Sandoval wants to know if I think Nintendo World at Universal Studios Hollywood is going to open in 2021. I don't think We know it is. Yeah, it'll absolutely open in 2021. That is not a think. That is not a guess. That is a firm opening. It'll open in 2021 for sure. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a great addition to the park. It's only one ride, but from everything it's gonna offer, from the land, the world, the shops, the food, be a great addition to Universal Studios Hollywood for sure. So, what's actually happening to the Jurassic World ride? If you guys haven't kept up on the Jurassic World refurbishment, the ride is going down for an extended period of time. The ride is already down, as you guys know. Water's been drained. Boats have been taken out. It's extensive. This is going to take over a month, like I mentioned in the vlog. And we're actually still a month away, at least, from this attraction coming back. It's an extensive refurbishment. It's not a clean and fixed refurbishment like normal ride refurbishments. This is a add and spruce up and make the attraction better refurbishment. So that's exciting. That's what we do know. That's like the extent of what we know. And we also know, with pretty good reason, Indominus Rex probably going to be changed. Jesus wants to know, will I be doing The Walking Dead? Come on, you know the answer to that, Jesus. I don't do horror. I'm not too crazy about horror. I tend to not do it. So I don't think I'm going to do The Walking Dead, but I might get sentimental and I might be like, man, this attraction is going forever. I have to do this attraction before it closes. If you guys don't know, The Walking Dead at Universal Studios Hollywood does close next week. So I'll have to decide if I'm going. I don't think I'm going to go, but we'll find out. Chris Clark said, hey, wait, what happened to Jake this week? That is a great question, and that is a question that you should direct at Jake. I asked Jake to be here, and he told me that he had to go to a wrestling tournament for his brother today. So I wanted him to be here. I asked him to be here. He couldn't be here, but I did want him to be here. I tried. Trust me, I tried. Chris Clark says it's a busy chat today. TPS, Theme Park Shark, Saturday Night Live is really taking off. Yes, I agree completely. It's been an amazing live stream today, and like you said, every Saturday it just gets bigger and bigger, so it's absolutely amazing. Have I ever ridden Dueling Dragons? If you guys don't know what Dueling Dragons is, that is an old coaster at Islands of Adventure, obviously replaced, bulldozed, and Hagrid went in there. I did ride it. It was a fun ride. I didn't get to ride it in its prime when it was actually dueling. Obviously, there was an issue there, so they had to change the ride. But yeah, I did get to go on the changed non-dueling Dueling Dragons. It was a fun ride. I didn't mind that coaster at all, but obviously Hagrid's is definitely better. Let's see what you guys are saying. Carlos Gonzalez wants to know, when am I going to do another podcast with Alicia Stella? I will be doing another podcast with Alicia Stella on Monday, and that'll be live for you guys by Wednesday or Thursday. So we have another great epic universe topic to dive into together. I know you guys really love those podcasts when we come together and collab on those episodes. So if you're happy about that, drop a like in the live stream. Let me know that you're happy to see another Shark Stop episode. I always love making Shark Stop episodes. They're literally like one of my favorite series. And they seem to be the best like fan favorite series. You guys seem to love that series. So I'm excited to do another podcast with Alicia Stella. That'll be amazing. We're doing it on Monday. Let's see. Bring someone with you to go on Walking Dead before it closes, like JP or Five Fires or both, as one last hoorah. So JP has already told me that he is forcing me on The Walking Dead. I don't know how I'm going to get out of that, because I am going to be there on the last day simply to document the ride. I want to film it if possible. They should relax on the filming rules on that day, so I'd like to film it. I don't personally want to film it. I'd like to hand it off to somebody and let them film it. But JP has basically told me that he is going to force me to walk through The Walking Dead. I don't want to do that. I definitely don't want to do that. If any of you guys are there on that last day and you see me there, please don't force me. But if you want to join me, if you want to like be a part of a massive group that surrounds me and just protects me from all the scare actors, maybe we'll have a big group. But JP has already said that he is forcing me on Walking Dead, and I'm not looking forward to that one too much. Johan said you love my theme park shark intro. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's amazing. I worked on that pretty hard, so I appreciate your comment. That means a lot. Have I ever got the new Chewbacca sound on Smuggler's Run? You need to watch my last vlog from Disneyland where I tried to unlock Chewie mode. It's literally the title of the video, like trying to unlock Chewie mode. definitely go watch that vlog. You'll see what happened, and you will see if I ever got to unlock Chewie mode. I'll give you the short answer, no. But I'm trying. It's easier said than done. It's tough. Marissa said, have JP record me walking through Walking Dead. I think that's probably high viral potential to see me going through a haunted house. That would be absolutely terrible for me, but probably great for you guys. Melanie said, it's great to hear about the next podcast with Alicia and that you're excited. Yeah, we always have a great time doing those. They're very informative. I love making them. I try to make them as well produced as possible and as professional for you guys, so you guys can follow along, know exactly what we're talking about. So I'm excited for that podcast as well. And I'm glad that you're excited as well. That's awesome. Am I running the channel now full time? I'm not sure if you've noticed a difference. I'm not sure if you've noticed a influx in content or just a change in my overall strategy. But yes, I am running the channel full time now. This is what I do. Theme Park Shark is it. So it's really incredible. And it's literally all because of you guys. It's because of your support. Literally you guys coming in here and just watching and chatting with me. It's the reason I get to pretty much live my dream. And I'm so thankful for you guys so much. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? We only have 40 seconds, so probably only going to answer one more question, and then we'll begin to end the live stream. But if we don't have any more questions, I do, again, as always, want to thank you guys for spending your Saturday night with me. I love doing these Saturday night live streams. We're going to keep doing them. I love answering your guys' questions. We had a huge week this week, like I mentioned, between all the things that happened, from the Jungle Cruise sinking, Disney getting a new CEO, the People Mover crashing, the spaceship Earth reimagining was announced. Jurassic World 3 began filming. Literally so many things happened this week. We've got more information on Secret Life of Pets. This was a huge week at theme parks, so I'm really glad that you guys came in and listened. I hopefully answered all your questions. Let's see. We're out of time. That's it. That's it, guys. So I do want to thank you guys so much. If you do want to support the Theme Park Shark, as always, please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. If you haven't joined our official club on Patreon, we have an official support group where I give shout outs even in videos. I give shout outs to all my patrons when I do the news videos. So if you want to join our Patreon club, definitely go to the link in the bio and check out our Patreon page. We're at themeparkshark.com now. We have a website. We're doing really cool stuff there. And yeah, guys, I just want to thank you so much for coming in and again spending your Saturday night with me. I had an absolute blast with you guys. I always do. I always enjoy these. So I definitely do appreciate you guys coming in. If there's anything I can ever do for you, follow me on Instagram at Theme Park Shark. Follow me on Twitter at Theme Park Shark. Send me a DM. I love talking with you guys. I will answer any of your questions as much as I can. I literally try to answer pretty much all of them. It gets kind of out of hand. It gets crazy. But I really do try, and I try to answer all your guys' questions. I'm also seeing a lot of you guys now in the park. You guys are coming up to me. So thank you. Thank you so much for coming up to me. It's always great meeting you guys. And yeah, thank you so much for coming into another episode of Theme Park Shark Live. I will see you guys live next Saturday. But as always, there's going to be plenty of videos during the week. There's a lot of content to cover over the course of the next week before our next Saturday night live. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday. Have a fantastic Sunday, a great rest of your weekend. And I will see you guys next Saturday. Take care, guys.